just us. We can do what we want.
Woo.
Episode 7.
7.
Everybody had an okay week?
Yeah. It was a great week. It was a great week for me.
It's always good for me.
It's always good.
It's always good.
Yeah, I ain't doing shit. I was good. I worked, unfortunately. But other than that, it was good.
Bit of the same for me. And I am Fabian, to the right of me.
Mel.
To the right of her.
Ken.
To the right of him.
Dan.
And we are just us. Bruh, if it wasn't for the patience of the Lord, I'd do something to you. And that's tough in itself. You got to have patience for relationships. You got to have patience for friendships. You got to have patience for your brothers, your sisters, your family. You just have to have that patience in order to get through life. Because if you don't, you'll wind up doing something that I know later you're going to regret.
I agree with that. I'm actually trying to work on all the aspects of patience. In some instances, I think I'm pretty good at it, and I can realize when I'm not being patient. But all around, no, it definitely can be improved.
I have an issue with being too patient.
Oh, I ain't never been that.
Because I sit in a lot of stuff, and I sit on a lot of things. So I'm too patient, meaning I'll let you do and go and go as so. And then one thing happens and I blow up. And when I blow up, it be to the point of no return. I don't know why some people still talk to me after some of these blow ups. I'm serious.
I think that with patience, you also have to, if you're going to practice being so patient, right? Like, you also need to understand or figure out how to release the energy in which is tearing you up inside while you're trying to be so patient, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's difficult. You can get upset, you can be pissed off, you can be mad at the world, but holding it in, right? And then just finding a way to get that released is the hard part, in my opinion.
It is super hard because nobody understands that you're even trying to be patient with them. Mm-hmm. Like, people don't know what you're holding back in order not to give them what you're feeling inside,
right?
Or let out what's inside of you that's burning you up so much. Like, all of that is patience. Yeah. That's patience. Like, literally, there can be things going on around you, and you be sitting in it and all this stuff going around, and you blanked out. You know what I mean? You out of it. You're not thinking about it. Because if you do, with everything that you got going on, the whole scene could get ugly. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta take yourself out of whatever situation. Like, all four of us sitting here and something could be going on. You gotta put yourself outside the door. Because if you don't, and that's patience to me. Because if you don't, things could get dark. And I know all of us have been in those kind of places.
But see, I think that's like the area of patience I could improve on. So anytime it comes to, like, whether I'm going through something or not, I still do a certain thing or act a certain way when it comes to other people. Mm-hmm. And then once they don't do that,
it's over.
That's when I really got to work on that patience. Because why you not? I don't ever understand where the reciprocation of it all is missing the mark. If I'm putting a certain energy out there or I'm doing something, I don't even want my patience tested like that. Keep the playing field even.
I get that. With being patient with someone is a big deal because you want it. Whatever you're wanting, you want it reciprocated. You want it reciprocated.
I think you want it, but should it be expected? Probably not.
But see, that's not what we're talking about. To me,
I mean, again, like, for me, patience and reciprocation are two different things, in my opinion.
But they can intertwine.
They can if you allow them to.
No, they intertwine.
Because if I'm being patient with you, right, I can't expect to get that same thing back from you because this is what I'm willing to give you. You see what I'm saying?
But I understand what you're saying, and I get that. But what I'm saying is, with reciprocation, you're being patient enough to allow this person to understand what you want and what you need from them. So if you're not giving me what I'm showing you, and I'm not saying I buy you some shoes, you buy me some shoes.
Right.
I'm not saying I buy a shirt for you and you buy a shirt for me. What I'm saying is, do for me like I do for you in whatever capacity that is for you. And if I'm doing this and you not reciprocating this at all, and I'm still here or I'm still sitting in it, I'm showing some damn good patience. Right or wrong, true or false?
I understand that,
yeah.
but what about in the case, let's say, if it's like work related, right? And people are constantly calling you, like they need things, but you can't necessarily get nothing back from them, right? Because they just need your service at that time.
Right.
So in that case, that's not a place where it can be reciprocated.
No, but that's different because we're talking about work related basis,
Okay.
right? So I think that would probably do more with time.
Yeah. So basically, as I heard while y'all were talking, I was thinking patience is also it coincides with understanding.
Right.
Tolerance.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Understanding, tolerance, all of that stuff is intertwined, as well as reciprocation. All of that stuff is intertwined. For the simple fact, go ahead, Mel.
Yeah, I was gonna say I understand what you're saying though, because essentially, and this is like part of what I have an issue with is you should not anything you're putting out. Essentially, you shouldn't expect to receive.
You shouldn't, 100%.
But I don't like that because how much are you going to put out? How much are you going to do? And this could be work, relationship, friendship. How much are you going to put out? How much patience are you going to exude before you decide, okay, this is not reciprocation. And yes, you do not give to expect to receive. However, that's just the way it should go for something to work, unless you are willing to give and give and give and pour every little aspect of whatever you're going to give completely and wholeheartedly and get crumbs back. Yeah. I ain't never been willing to do that.
That's me.
Nah, that's not me.
You shouldn't know, because when I was like that, like I'm naturally a gift giver. I will go above and beyond and make myself like available. And after you do that, sooner or later, like you do want to receive. Like you do start to, you can even have some resentment in you after you do something over and over and over again, and that energy is not being matched. It's not being reciprocated to you. And again, that's everybody, whether it's even if just a friendship, you don't always want to go out of your way and they're not ever doing that for you, and it's okay. And you shouldn't even want that to be you.
As far as expectation, I 100% agree. You shouldn't expect anything. But imagine having the patience for anything in life, a relationship, a friendship, your dad, mother, just having the patience for it, right? And you going through life, and like you said, you're that kind of person. You're going to give, no matter what. And at no point, anything is reciprocated to you. Bro, I know there's a fire burning in you about some stuff that you've given.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but
because people are going to take.
But again, like that's my definition of that patience and that tolerance, right? Like for me, if I'm willing to be so patient in it, then that's what I'm going to do.
Are you patient and tolerant forever?
I don't expect anything.
I'm not saying,
but that's what I'm saying. Right? And I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about when I say I don't expect anything. I'm not talking about anything monetary, anything physical,
right.
Nothing like that. Right? The energy in which I give.
Not even if you don't get a thank you.
I'm telling you, the energy in which I give is the energy in which I give. What is given back to me, in whatever regard, cool. I accept it, but I don't expect it.
I respect that 100%. I do. That's beautiful. Kudos to you. Give him 100 points. It's about understanding.
Right.
If I understand that Dennis is going to sit in and he don't want nothing back, not even a thank you, then I understand that from Dennis. But if you show me certain things that you can reciprocate and you will, but you're just not doing it at a level or consistency that I'd like,
Yeah.
oh, we got a problem.
I agree.
That's an issue here.
Now, well, before I go, Ken, you got anything you want to add?
No, because I don't want to get too specific in what he's saying. So let's just leave it at surface level.
Okay. Yeah. So what I will say is that in the patience part of it, right? Mm-hmm. I'd be a liar to say that it doesn't kick my ass or kick my behind, right? But I know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what it's going to do.
Right.
I understand that this is how it's going to beat me up. And anytime the energy is returned, right, when in whatever regard, yeah, it makes me feel amazing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, even the thank yous. You know what I'm saying? I say even the thank yous, I also mean the apologies too. Right. Because a thank you is just, I mean, to me, they're one and the same. It's genuine feeling that is given at that point.
So with that, you said it makes you feel amazing when something is reciprocated to you. When you get that feeling and you go back to who Dennis is and you're the giver, that one moment where you felt like that or those few moments, it doesn't burn it doesn't burn in you and say, I want this more often.
I don't expect it.
Yeah, that doesn't have to be an expectation.
So if I don't expect it, I don't want it. You see what I'm saying? If it's given to me, cool, I'll take it. But I don't expect it.
Strong warrior.
I'm not though. Like that's still the part of it. But that's the other side of it. Is it tears me up.
That's what I was saying. Like, why you have to lay boundaries down, and the fact that you're older than me, you still lasting. More power to you, because I had to let that shit go a long time. Oop, we're not supposed to be cussing. I had to let that go a long time ago, because at the end of the day, like, it burned me up faster. Like, just friendships, relationships, when I look back at it, like, I don't feel like that was fair to me at all. Like, how much I was willing to give, but that's a personal thing. And I had to really start, like, evaluating the fact that people do not request these things. I naturally love like this. I naturally give like this. I'm naturally this person. So you have to have discernment and pick and choose, so that my patience isn't tested, because other than that, I know how it's going to affect me. And I'm good for some resentment, and I may not let you know, but like, I'm gonna switch up how I move if you can't reciprocate to me how I deserve. And I think present day, whether it's a friendship or a relationship, you're not going to be in a relationship with me. You're not going to be my friend if you cannot reciprocate towards me. That's not the energy I want. Those aren't the people that I'm looking to be around.
I'll give you an example. 75 subscribers, right? This is my example that I'm going to use. When we started this, I didn't expect to get millions, thousands, hundreds of views, hundreds of followers like this, right? To the 75 people that have subscribed up until today, I appreciate that 75.
Sure.
I'm hype about that 75.
Yeah.
Right?
It take a lot of people a long time
Thank
to
y'all.
subscribe on
Exactly.
YouTube.
Now, if I go into it saying, well, man, how many people do I know that are seeing on my timeline what I'm sharing versus Ken? Okay, there's a lot of mutuals between Ken and I, but okay, give or take this many, Mel, Fave, and everybody. And I start looking at it like, well, hell, like, where's everybody at?
Should be way more.
To me, that is like, I am expecting people to support.
Right.
I'm not.
But
I'm
to
appreciating the people that do support them.
Right.
But you can do both. Go ahead.
Yeah,
man.
no, I was going to say also, just individually, I think if, I'm not going to say you, but especially speaking on myself, you got to put that work out there. You got to put that energy out there. And I'm almost positive I could put more energy out there, but I'm weird with like social media and whatnot. So people can't even really, if you did it just because, more power to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna put that energy.
I mean, but you're a social media person. I am not like.
I indulge.
I pick and choose. Like I'll have moments where I really want to be goofy and I want to do something, but I was actually just thinking going into the 75 subscriber thing. It never seems like a lot, but if 75 people walk through that front door right now, I would be like, oh no.
Right. If we had a showcase,
exactly.
and 75
If I had to buy 75 people a meal, I would be
Right.
upset.
exactly.
So I think sometimes
and
you
that's
got to
the-
really
that's
look
the
at the
scale you gotta
audience.
look at.
Yeah.
But for me, I be mad. That's the flip side to it.
Yeah.
Because all of them be saying they mess with your boy.
Right.
Where you at?
Right.
Yeah.
Where you
And,
at?
and it's crazy because it's like, it was, I think when I looked at it before I pulled up, it was 75 subscribers and 140 on our last episode. So it's like, okay, even if you said majority of the people watched it twice, cool, that's 140, you know? Or if there's actually 140 people that watched it,
Well,
if I'm going
70
into it thinking,
subscribers.
oh, what? Nah, man.
But no,
again,
people-
I appreciate those 75 subscribers, man. Appreciate
I
y'all.
do too.
Drop
But
some more comments, please.
y'all said y'all mess with Fave, so hit that subscribe button. What's going on, man? I don't see no messing with Fave out here. and that's the thing, and I think I told this to y'all in private, not to get too far off topic and into the subscribers and you know who's supporting and who's not. But I'll make a post like I post regularly. 200 likes, 300 likes, 100 comments. Then I post what I'm doing, trying to get there. There's one like, and the one like is Dennis.
You know what?
Like, you know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
thinking about that because I literally just watched a video the other day, and this girl has like hundreds and thousands of followers. But even on that scale, she spoke on how those followers are just random people. Her family, her friends,
It's crazy.
half of them are not even subscribed to her channel, and she's become successful. And you know, she always says like, people don't subscribe on YouTube. Even if they're watching the video, they may not subscribe because her follower count versus view is completely different. And even on a larger scale, once you are successful, her friends and family still don't show up. So I think you can't even go into it looking for that because strangers will always show you more love.
Always. And we hear these stories all the time. Like, we've literally probably heard every rapper, every movie star,
Content creators.
every content
Right.
creator, there's still family members who don't follow me now. I got 28,000 followers on Facebook.
I think definitely you show the persistence in hey, where the clip's at, hey, let's put this out, let's put that, for sure.
I
But
still need one of y'all to take over that IG though. Y'all on that bullshit.
It won't be me.
First of all, you agreed to it.
who?
What?
Oh, I
No, I didn't. You asked me one. First of all, he asked me one time to post some clips, and I did it. But no, fix your Metro PCS. I'm not. I gotta edit it. We could switch. You want to? You want to? I'll do the clips, and you can edit it.
Why you gotta tell my business on camera, bro?
Oh man.
Why you gotta tell people I got Metro PC? You know I'm going through something.
I'll
He's a
post it.
good man, Savannah.
Y'all just give me the clips and whatnot. I'll do it. You just gotta wait till I get home.
No, I
See,
try to stay
and when you get
persistent,
home.
Dennis. I try to stay persistent in that because with persistence, man, anything you want in life to me, with that just that one word, it'll come.
Maybe.
Nah,
Maybe.
I mean, on social media, I can agree. Because even when I was like really heavy into TikTok, it was very, I mean, things are different for women and men, first of all.
Exactly.
This is-
Especially
yeah,
And that's
where I
why
was gonna go with it, but-
I was having a whole conversation. They were like, Jamie, there's nothing stopping you but you.
Yep.
So I'm like,
Super different for men and women.
but it was so easy for me to pass 100, 500 and just until, you know, I was doing too much and got banned. Outside of that, though.
Yeah, once men find out that you're single, you have a home. They don't give a damn what the home look like. You got a home. Oh, you got somewhere I can come. They own you. They gonna follow you.
See, I ain't even looking for that no
And they're
more.
gonna like every picture.
Every picture, every video. See, they might go like your mama stuff.
See,
They
and,
might
and that's
leave
going to
your
scare me. You know, it's easy to spook me.
So okay. So what's your definition of a man being persistent with you, or he's doing it so much that now you say, "Oh, this dude is creepy," because you just said that'll scare you.
Yeah. You know, everything scare me. You can tell me you outside spooked. It don't matter what it is. But I would say, like, there are different people. Like, it could be a man showing me interest and like being persistent with that interest. And I think like really what separates persistence and like I'm for real scared and I gotta block you and like if I ever see you I'm going the other way it's really what they're saying. Like, that's the only difference. It could be somebody liking every single photo or whatever. Anything I post, they like it. But if you talking too many physical compliments, you just giving me horny.
Vibes.
I'm scared. Yeah. And then there are people that are literally just liking and just saying like, hey, how are you? Or like, you know, or even if it's them going straight to it and just saying, I like to take you out. If they're consistently saying, I like to take you out, then yeah.
Persistent creep. What in the middle says, nah, this guy's being persistent, or this woman?
I think it's the receiver. Whoever's receiving it is going to decipher whether they're taking it as as persistence or creep.
Yeah, because I agree. I
don't know,
because you know the chick, right? The one we all thought was, you think she crazy?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay,
she hit me first time, cool little some shoes, threw them in my inbox, and was like, "Oh man, I left my shoes at your house." First of all, you didn't come to my house with no New Balances. not no cool New Balances. These was like the dad cookout New Balances.
Did she actually come to your house?
No. She was being funny.
She was shooting aside.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that.
Yeah, I laughed at it. I laughed at it. You know, I left it alone. And she shot her shot again. I was like, look, bro, like everybody know on social media, I'm in a relationship.
Okay. Oh, this was during.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So, you know.
She Bobo.
Yeah.
Who we talking about, but go, all right.
Yeah. So, you know.
I ain't going to say no name.
Politely, you know, get off me. So,
back up.
Yeah.
Throw them
and
moves.
then one day she did something kind of creepy. She posted a picture. I posted a picture of the kids. She didn't respond on the post. She took a screenshot or saved the actual picture.
That's weird.
Of my kids, sent them to me.
That's weird.
And responded there. That's creepy.
Every time a man has screenshot me back my picture,
That
immediately
is creepy.
blocked.
Yeah, I blocked her.
What are you doing?
She is the one and only person that I have ever blocked in my life.
Okay, to that point, I don't mean to cut you off. I'll let you get right back to what you're saying. So, is there a difference between screenshotting a picture and sending it to you and starting a conversation, or sending your own post to you in your inbox and replying like that?
Both are weird.
Both are weird?
Because I know what you're talking about. What are you doing?
I think maybe some people just don't want to be seen outside.
Nah, and then it's a picture post. I might not trip too much, but that means my picture's in your phone now. I'm worried.
My own picture that's weird. But I think it's one exception to that rule, and I think that's on Instagram. I think she does it. Like, she will post something, you can't reply to the story. So in that case, you kind of have to, like.
I did that on purpose.
I know. I was about to say, I think that's kind of.
You think that's creepy?
No, that's not creepy. I think that's snobby.
To turn them off?
I'm trying to shoot up in here.
No. I don't.
Hey, man, I'm all on your post. Say, man, open up the DM.
I don't know. I be trying to weed out.
A lot of women are turning to that, too.
I be trying to weed out the.
Sorry.
I be trying to weed out the men that are specifically finna send me something stupid, because I don't know. It don't really matter what. It could be Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. People just be waiting to send you, and it don't even matter. Like when I like I told you, I made my Instagram this year. I was really thinking like, I don't have no followers like that. This is nothing.
They came.
I quickly turned that shit off.
Floodgates.
Yeah, because like I don't even know you. Where did you even come from?
For women.
Yeah, and then it's 87% is going to be sexual.
That's crazy.
87%.
Now for that percent, that's a high percentage for it to be sexual.
There are like
they ain't even coming in there trying to hide it.
No, like it'll start off real.
Try to 52 fake you.
It'll start off real like innocent, like, oh, let's go somewhere, like
okay.
or red wine, white wine, and then it's
that's regular. That ain't creepy.
But no, it never, like, if you bite on that, yeah,
like he immediately, let's get lunch. Soon as you answer, show you a dick.
You sucking dick? Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is wild.
And it's just what it is, and I like it's not even just me. Like I've asked for like friends and everything, and that's just what it is.
Okay, so is persistence, I'll say persistent to me is every time he sees you post, hey, you looking good today. Post again in a week, he don't say nothing to you. Post again in a week, man, you still looking good.
But it's all about what you're saying. You still looking good, and you're sexy, you're fine. I'm probably not, to be honest, like when people send me that, I don't really. It depends on the word.
But
like,
I was getting to it.
Beautiful or
like it's a build up. So if he constantly like sending little compliments. Oh, you look good today. Look like you had a
normal,
right? That's what I'm saying.
Compliment.
But that's what I'm saying. Are you post? You out somewhere or you went somewhere, you post about a trip you went to. Oh, it looked like you had a good time. Did you have a good time?
That's completely different. That's not
persistent?
That's persistence.
Okay.
Because you don't really have anything to say he did that's creepy. He's just interested in you.
No,
okay.
I think that the creep can play persistent.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's what I just
said.
Yeah, that's what I just said with
Ken. I was just thinking that because all it takes for a woman, like she could be posting like regular pictures and he's there and he has the regular comments, right?
Uh-huh.
And then let her like go to the gym and her tights hiked up too high and a little extra showing. He gonna lose his mind. Man, you see that thing on her, girl? You got that thing out today. It's looking at me.
But I mean,
nigga, okay, in the gym, relax.
That is true. But at the same time,
on purpose too.
I was going to say that sometimes people do things on purpose, so you really can't.
Yeah, they want certain attention.
Yeah, you can't. I don't always get mad because the internet got a lot of like sex on it anyway. So sometimes people are just used to that, so that they're gonna point out the obvious because sometimes they really might think you're doing that on purpose. That's why I try not to ever fully turn around on Beyonce's internet. I don't ever be trying to do too much of nothing.
Look in that little butt. Don't nobody want to see that little butt.
I'm not even.
Answer me this: what's up with a woman? And I feel like women doing this now. On purpose. What?
I just want to tell you that drink is terrible. That shit is it has gone through me worse than a C4 has, bro. I've been over here trying not to piss on myself for 5 minutes.
I wanted to tell you though, when you asked me, you didn't hear me say like this is a pre-workout drink.
Bruh.
It's supposed to get your
I gotta piss.
It's supposed to get your blood like moving.
Over here with
and it's Jack's. Yeah, he was literally comfortable. Not him, not the run.
Women are doing it a lot these days where they'll let someone who seems to be being persistent come in the inbox, compliment them, be saying things, trying to get their attention, and then they post them like, this motherfucker just don't get it. Bro.
Are they responding?
They're not saying anything.
Oh, then you in the inbox talking to yourself. That's above me.
Right. But what is it with that?
You know, I see you talking to yourself in there. You should just stop.
No, he asking like, what's the whole point of posting
it?
Not even
you're
just
saying
that.
when she replies, like, are you saying when she goes back and forth or just
they're never replying?
So what is a guy supposed to do to get your attention?
Right, we're talking about persistent and creepy.
Okay, so you're saying you want a response. What does he need to do to get a response?
Not even.
Or why expose him?
Why expose him? And you not even saying like why expose him and you not telling him it's never gonna happen.
Okay. Sometimes, because I do this, but I don't post it. The only time I never posted someone was when they deserved it. But most times I just feel like you should read the room. You should be able to see that the reason why I'm not saying anything, you should just know.
Persistent men can't read.
Because I understand that, but so you're telling me you're going to talk in the inbox to yourself for 2 years? That's crazy.
If a man likes what he likes or sees what he sees. Hey, Yo Gotti just got Lauren London. He made that damn song.
Not Lauren London. You talking about
what's
Angela.
I was like.
Angela Simmons.
What he said, what the line was? Help me out.
I don't listen to you.
I wanted someone, Angela.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She ain't replied till 2022.
And that song old.
Bro sent that in a DM in
I mean, how you know
16?
he ain't been putting in the work? I mean, that could be different. But
is that not putting in work?
Being persistent. Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. Like, let's use the analogy of breaking out of jail. Right? If you're digging through a concrete wall with a spoon, it's going to feel like you ain't never going to get out. But you're going to keep digging because you want to get out.
Exactly.
So that's the definition of, that's the perfect example of being persistent.
And if don't nobody come in the jail cell and move your butt naked picture of Jennifer Lopez and see the hole you digging.
Why I gotta be J-Lo?
Because you started this shit. You started this barbecue. And move your naked picture of J-Lo and see that you digging a tunnel, then how is he gonna know
You
to
gotta
stop
keep
digging?
putting the work in.
I mean, okay, I'm just speaking for me. If I like you and you got a shot, I'm gonna say something. And I'm gonna say something back. If I'm not saying anything back and it's been an extended period of time,
Okay,
not for
so
me.
I got a question. So what makes you not give somebody a shot if you see them keep trying? Just like based off of what you see on their.
now y'all know I'm shallow.
Profile.
Don't do this.
But I know you was gonna go there.
I'm not.
And why
Every time somebody message me,
Shallow.
I go, hey, it is.
You go
what
through
it
the
is.
pictures.
I go to your profile before I even open that up.
Because I do the same thing.
Exactly. So if I'm not, that means I went to your profile, and it ain't. It just
But
So
that's-
fellas,
that-
so
It's just not
fellas, they
you.
go into your profile
correct.
So
and they're
basically,
saying no.
yes.
but everybody's not ugly. You know what I mean? Like everybody.
Like people who be getting posted, no, yeah, like a lot of everybody.
Then
Then
Not
that's just their preference. Then they just don't want to mess with them.
And I say this because, like, my social media don't really reflect how I look in person.
it don't. You take
Okay. To be
terrible
fair,
Terrible.
to be
and
fair,
I don't even try, honestly.
why?
'Cause I
first of all,
know.
Relax.
No,
Not you do.
it's
you
a,
do.
it's
No,
a
that's my
fact.
guy.
Okay,
I don't even put any effort into it. I don't post first of all,
That's
but
different. But I also feel like everybody looks different for the most part. Majority of people either look better or worse than their picture. Everybody's not super photogenic, so I'm not even gonna say that. But
I do hate that we are having to relate being persistent with social media.
yes.
I mean, that's the reality of it.
I was about
I
to
will
say,
say
that's
that. That is the
where
reality
it
of
was-
it.
that's
I
the way it
mean-
was going.
Like, that is so crazy to
I
me, man.
wish I could meet some. Like, I've only ever had one situation ever in my life where I met someone organically, like just outside, and that was like one of my best relationships.
You ain't never
So-
got your number pulled at school? I used to be at the school dances like, I'm about to get her.
No, I'm talking about like,
the
an
wood?
ad- I'm
I'm
talking.
How many you got?
I'm talking about like an adult. I'm out somewhere, whether it's like it don't even have to be like a bar. It could just be the store, anywhere.
I thought you was talking about like when we used to go to Astorworld. I used to get all the numbers at Astorworld.
No,
You
I
ever
mean,
been to Astroworld?
one time.
Yeah, she
He really tried to play
She
you.
missed that cutoff.
No, I was
He really
very
tried to
curious.
play you.
I was very
I mean,
curious.
So what about women shooting that shot?
okay.
Dennis, hold on, Dennis. I know you we'll get
Yeah.
I think it. Well, okay. What are you asking me exactly? What are my thoughts of it?
What are your thoughts about women shooting that
Oh,
shot?
I think it's great. Like, I think women should shoot their shot more often, right? But I will also say that us as men, we will let our ego get in the way sometimes.
What
right?
you mean?
And it, like,
I
that-
don't know where he going with this.
oh, I'm saying,
No, what you mean?
I'm saying,
I'm
like,
trying to hear.
sometimes, like a dude will think it's too aggressive. Some dudes don't like it, bro.
And listen, I'm one of them, not them. I'll let your boy.
That's you. That's
I ain't
you. It
never
don't-
in my life. Bro, just the other day.
I'm telling you, it's dudes like that though.
Listen, man, look, and bro, at work, I come in, I'm doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking the floor, I'm speaking to everybody who work for me or whatever. And a lady comes up to me and she said, "Hey, I got something for you." She opens up my hand like this, opens up the hand. She put about 3 or 4 Jolly Ranchers in there and a letter. I didn't open it right then and there. I put it in my pocket. I really didn't even know it was a note in it. I put it in my pocket. So I went to my office and I sat down. I pull a can. I pull it out of my pocket and I opened it. It was written in cursive.
Oh my God. It's the cursive.
It was written in cursive, and the letter read, "We should be nasty fuck buddies." I'm not lying. Like, this is a true story. Like, a lot of stuff that I put on the internet, people be laughing because they be like, "Bro, this dude making shit up." No, my life is like a movie. This shit be happening for real. But I said that story to say, I love it when women shoot their shot.
I am not.
I respect it.
I'm not saying a damn thing, and it makes me so mad having to like. I got to do everything. I
get that too.
I already like the percentage of people that are going to approach me out in public is really slim. Or it's for me. You know who be approaching me the most though? It be the little 5'2" ones. They be them.
Not the little 5'2" ones.
No, I'm serious.
Bro.
I'm just saying. Yeah, like they come up with so much confidence, and like I'm not even gonna lie, if they weren't that little, I might be liking that. I might do something for me. But I'm sorry. But
you need to get away from that area. Then maybe it's the area. Maybe ain't no tall people over there.
First of all, let's be clear. Men ain't even growing like that no more.
No, yeah,
they not growing.
They
like
gave
that.
it all to y'all. Like it's like the world switched.
But see that's
Yo,
why
the women be wearing a size 12 and they
Dunking.
be 6'8". He said dunking. And now all the NBA players look like Ja Morant. Shout out to Ja Morant, that boy coach. But
see,
everybody's
that's
small
why I
and
be
athletic.
saying if I'm gonna procreate with anybody, they at least got to be 5'9", 5'9" and above at least. So that
6 foot.
you're in the higher percentage, so that I can have some big kids. I don't really want to.
Average height is 5'9", by the way.
You are not 5'9". I don't know what you're saying.
That's not 5'9", bro.
He thought he had.
I'm taller than him, and no, ma'am.
God,
Boy, you are not 5'9".
he about to get offended on the other end of this guy.
I got scoliosis, but when I stand straight up, I'm 5'9".
Tell you what, we're gonna bring one of them.
Oh, you
them
not?
hoes.
I got a tape measure. I got a tape measure in the drawer right now.
Boy said, no, you're not.
We're gonna
I
do
got
that.
a
Where's the
tape.
weight scale at?
I got.
Hey, listen.
He tried to clown on you. He really did.
I feel awesome.
But no, so
I ain't got diabetes in that.
I can't. So I was gonna say though,
Wait, hold on. If Kenny's 6 foot, I'm 5'9", bro.
You
not
not.
5'9",
Bro, y'all
fam.
got me. I ain't even
Bro,
gonna cuss.
you been on me about me being 6 feet tall for
For
like
a long time now.
all our lives, bro.
Ken is probably close to 6 foot.
Let me just get that, bro. If I'm a quarter of an inch off, you gonna take that from me?
He's close to 6 foot.
I
If
could
not
be
all
2
the way.
centimeters off. He gonna be like,
But
Don't
no,
have
he
to
has
take
to
my
be.
5'9".
He has to literally be
5'7".
6 foot.
I'm definitely not 5'7", bro.
I was like, now you know I'm not
Definitely not
5'7".
he said 5'7".
No way.
Definitely 5'7".
Dennis, I'm taller than you, so that
Hell,
would make
stop
Ken.
saying that on camera.
I'm sorry. They can tell. They see the legs.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. So Mel, you're completely
Basically,
Okay, so I was gonna say
you're completely out on shooting your shot.
I have stopped saying never.
Okay.
So to be fair, okay, will I just shoot a shot? I don't know, but I will open the door for an opportunity. So like, okay, I have a situation.
How does that look?
Someone followed me on Instagram. I followed them back, and they had already like made the initial like, oh, you know, you look nice type shit, and I'm not supposed to be cussing, but and then I like didn't respond immediately.
See?
It was some days,
Fucking up your bliss.
but no, because I don't know, like it was just what he chose to say. But anyways, but I still
He's
found
trying
him.
to suck a Jolly Rancher out or something?
No,
What's up with the Jolly Rancher slander?
I just don't like physical compliments on
Okay.
social media anymore. I really don't. Like if you find someone attractive, I think there are a lot of other words to use outside of like fine, sexy, things like that.
Goes
But-
to see the last dude that followed Mel.
Oh my God. No, he's been there for a while. But anyways, so after I left him on red for a little bit, I was like, you know, I am just going to ask him to come somewhere with me. And I literally was like, oh, well, what are you doing Friday? And he was there on Friday. So, you know, I'm not going to say I'm going to shoot the initial shot. And that's like, I don't know, I'm not going to shoot the initial shot, but I'll,
Was that you shooting your shot though?
in a way.
She
It's my
initiated
way.
it.
Yeah. It's
So, I
No,
mean-
she didn't, because she responded to his DM.
but she let it sit for a while. She doubled back. You know, what
It
I'm
don't
Yeah.
matter. He shot his.
He showed
first.
patience.
He ain't showed no patience.
She reciprocated the DM.
She reciprocated.
She reciprocated the DM that he sent her.
See, y'all giving them.
But that's a step though. You know what I'm saying? At least she did it. We need more.
Exactly.
We need more women to at least do that. You
And
know what I
see,
mean?
and I've been
because she even like gave him like the layout. All he had to do was just be there and show up.
I paid for the first date, technically. Yeah.
Hit that button again.
Look at you, boy. Your inbox gonna blow up all over again.
Please, no, because I'm not.
Oh yeah, we sending the 40.
No, no, I don't.
King shit.
Right, big. You see, Big Mama, big stepping.
Last time someone shot that shot at you.
Man, it's been a while. A woman? What you mean?
What you mean?
You think I was gonna catch that or
What
what?
do you mean by that?
I tried to slide that up in there.
No.
Last
brother.
time a woman shot the shot at you.
Ain't no man ever shot the shot at me. First of all, but it's been a while. Yeah, I'm tired down.
What did she say? What happened?
To be honest, I don't even know.
You don't remember?
Nah, cause.
Dennis, you know,
But I will say this.
I mean, I know y'all
but I
happily
would-
taken, but I mean,
No, I don't remember the
nobody
last
shot the
time.
I'm telling you, no.
I don't remember the last time, but I will say this: when it does happen, like they don't be my cup of tea, bro. Like, that's the most GP, most peace, politically correct way I can say it, the friendliest way. Like I admire you shooting your shot and the boldness.
The boy said the boldness.
The boldness, but say man, sometimes stay in your lane. You know?
Stay in your lane.
I hate that for y'all.
I mean, well, but see, when you give hoe, women are gonna shoot their shot.
And that's also a difference too, bro. Like you be outside
Because
like,
the reason why, okay,
I don't give a
I'm
hoe.
gonna say,
I wasn't gonna say all that.
I don't be giving.
I'm tucked away.
you ain't giving what they giving. I can tell you that.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Never.
Oh,
Oh,
my
you ain't
bad.
give me a
Excuse
follow
me.
back? Nope.
Oh,
I did. I kind of had a woman kind of shoot her shot at me. It was a post. I don't remember exactly what happened. It was on Instagram. I hardly comment on Instagram, right? I commented about some celebrity or somebody, and I was like, whoever this person was fine.
Lori Harvey.
No, it wasn't, but she is. She's pretty. And the girl, some random chick, was like, "Oh, I look like her." I immediately clicked on her, on her
And
profile.
she did not look like her.
Far from it, lady. You just. And then she was like, "I'm gonna send you a pic," and she sent me a picture of herself.
That's crazy. I'm
And like she
definitely
was
not.
like, she was naked, but she was half naked, and I was like,
I
man,
looked the body.
did I send it to you,
I sent it to you.
Okay.
man?
Hey, that is not.
I've
certain,
never
lady.
done that
Lady,
ever.
You embarrassed yourself that day.
Nah.
But no,
Hopefully
it's not
follow and subscribe,
rejection. It's not rejection though. I think it's more so of just the fact that like we don't want to have to always go out and do something. Like we already got to do enough. The least you could do is, I was going to say it a different way. The least you could do is approach us.
I mean, I get that. I get that aspect of it, but women,
I don't
women,
I feel like what is stopping you? Like, okay, you go out somewhere. You obviously want to meet a woman. You actually want to initiate conversation. If the whole goal is to get an opportunity to be with a woman, why are you not saying anything? That's stupid.
Men be scared. You know what I'm saying? They got to get that liquor cord.
You know what? A guy, I was actually like just casually talking to him in my DMs one time, and he was saying like, he was specifically said like, nah, women be mean. Like you think
Especially
that
outside.
you think that I've never been on that. Like, but even if you are respectfully declining, men still feel away because it just hurts their ego.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what happens. But I think it really just depends on the type of women you're approaching. To me, my friend group, women wise, we're not being rude when we reject somebody. We would just simply say no thank you.
Bro, women, it has shifted so much. Women go outside and be dancing with their partners the whole night. Women don't even be in dude sections like that no more. They be getting their own section.
I mean, why do you think that is? There's a
don't know.
reason why. It's because of the way the dynamic is. And then
That's why I really think that like you need at least one solid female friend.
I was just thinking that last night, bro.
You need at least one.
Why?
Because they like you start to understand the dynamic of a woman in that case. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can call somebody and be like, "Hey, man, like I shot my shot, this, and that, and this is what they said. This is what she told me," and understanding what that means versus how you interpreted it originally. You see what I'm saying? Me personally, I feel like every man should have at least one woman that they can go to and ask for advice like this.
1000%.
And I say friend because I don't have any sisters, right? But this could be your sister, your cousin, whoever. Like, I think it's always very healthy for every man to have at least one that they can call.
And I was going to say also, just with the whole
Who
shooting.
can you run to?
I was going to say with the whole shooting the shot thing, like I think also like when I go out, like the last few times I have kind of recognized what you're saying. Like it's really not how it used to be. And it's not a whole bunch of women like mingling with men. Like it really just be clustered friend groups.
That's it.
But if you look at like what people are complaining about, it could be completely different on like the male side of it all. But on the female side of it, like, it's just not much to make you want to shoot your shot at a man.
Imagine the confidence that you have to look at 4, 5, 6 women. Everybody beautiful. They in the section. They ain't got no men over there. Care nothing about what y'all got going on. Imagine the amount of confidence you have to muster up because you see one you like. And you got to walk over there and break up the fun. Now you finna have to make the fun stop for a few seconds because you want to shoot your shot.
I think there's a perfect like time for it. And then also the way you do something. If they're like, whether they're having fun or not, it's not like they're all actively engaged. Like wait for your moment to go and do something. And then
you don't want to step into the creep. You don't want to be like.
I was just about to say,
like,
she going to the restroom. Let me go to the restroom.
I'm not saying that.
And then now you face if you wait to the end.
But what do you?
Now you're in a competition. Now you're in a race.
But also I feel like some of these things that I think men are experiencing, it has everything to do with the women you're approaching. Like, I'm sorry. Like when people are saying, "Oh, she was like super rude. She embarrassed me in front of all her friends," or something. I'm not saying that's always the case, but a lot of times, like there have been men that have come up to a whole group, like me plus 3 other homegirls or something. And nobody was on that type of time. Either he got the number, they were in a relationship, or they just simply said, "No, thank you." It's not that deep. It's really not.
You think it takes more confidence to approach a group of women or one individually?
A group of women because...
Group, bro.
You think so?
Because there's always one homegirl. Now, what I will say that could have some intimidation, there's always one homegirl that don't want no niggas around. Not one.
And
so
then
if you
not
come,
even that. You always got that one female in the group that be like, girl, look at him.
right?
Like, she ain't even really on that. She probably be joking. She be like, girl, look, he ain't even come outside with a fresh edge up. He ain't even take the time to get an edge up.
Dang, and just imagine if he tried to get an edge up.
Like, he didn't even take the time to go get no edge up. And then, girl, look, he ain't even out his shirt. We finna go.
I don't know, man, because at the same time, if you're the nice friend, right, if you're the nice homegirl, you don't want to come off as, a jerk, basically, in front of your friends, right? But when you're by yourself,
shit.
Oh no,
like,
I don't.
You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Do not be caring.
I will say that it was, man.
Even
Anybody that knows my wife and anybody that knows my wife's demeanor, boy, it took everything in me just to have a conversation with her. But that's the thing.
I think people have to stop going off of demeanors. Like people tell me all day long, I look so mean. I don't think you should be judging someone. You don't know them. Like you're literally looking at. There's been so many people.
Granted, my wife is mean.
Oh no. And you know what's funny? I'm also mean, but I'm not disrespectful. I'm not disrespectful. There's a big difference. Like I'm not
cute. That ain't cute.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just saying, like, I am not the friendliest person. I'm not going to go out my way to strike conversation. It don't matter if it's man, woman, granny, grandpa. I'm cool on that. Right. But I have manners, and I have no reason to be disrespectful to a man that simply was just trying to get an opportunity to be in my presence. That would be silly. But I also think more people do need to kind of consider how they're saying things, because I think sometimes, like, I've seen women turn down a man, and she may not have been trying to be rude. She literally may have just been trying to go on about her day, but the delivery, and it could kind of, stab a little bit because of the directness and just oh no I'm just whatever.
And
but I don't think that it's always intended to be rude.
And that's what I hate, bro. We can't walk up to y'all in Target. Can't walk up to you in the club. Can't walk up to you in church. Can't walk up to you in Starbucks. But you turn around, y'all want a motherfucker who work out. Y'all want a motherfucker who's 6 feet 99. Y'all want a motherfucker with a good y'all want a motherfucker with a good job that makes $399,000 a minute. Y'all motherfucker want a big house, no kids, 2 dogs.
Yeah, that's why it's ugly.
Like damn. What's going on?
First of all, someone for feeling that way. Now there are some people. There's a big difference here with women that are seeing social media and feeling that's how you're supposed to live. And then there are other people that are feeling like they have to do these things to get the attention that they are wanting, to get that man they want. Because keep in mind, women might go get surgery, but men do the same thing. The moment y'all access hear me out. The moment y'all access more money than normal, y'all will go out and seek a different woman that you were not with when you weren't tapped in like that. And that is what people do. Are you serious?
No, a lot of people do that. I get it. Because when I get my money, I'm go. No,
exactly.
No, I'm playing. But seriously, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely these cases of the extremes, for sure. I don't.
And that was more so my point.
Yeah, personally, I don't think that this is the norm, but it is the extreme. That's my personal
but
thought.
I do feel like overall.
We talking about people like we really don't have access to, like ball players and entertainers.
No,
and shit
I'm
like
literally
that.
talking about regular men that
I don't know.
We could start it
like average Joe that'll like just leave his woman because he got a raise.
I'm not saying a raise. What I'm saying is, okay, imagine somebody.
Before you go into that,
yeah,
I had this conversation not too long ago because I posted a picture of Lori Harvey. And I said, I literally said.
This is the tangent that I was going to go on, but go ahead. Continue.
I literally said in the caption, at this point, she should teach a class. That's all I said. Granted, the picture shows her hugged up with Damson, what's it? Idris,
yeah.
He's an actor.
Snowfall.
Nobody is blind
Franklin
to
Saint.
Franklin Saint, my boy. I can't wait to come back on. Nobody is blind to the fact of what Lori Harvey has done in Hollywood. We know what's going on with Lori, right? So in the comments, the women, I mean, they took this and they drove it all the way off the cliff.
I'm waiting to hear.
They made whatever they wanted that picture and that heading that I put on there to say and to be. They made it what they wanted it to be. And what was interesting, I usually don't like go back and forth with women about women, but we had a conversation. It was a good conversation with one of the people in the comments. Shout out to B Monique, that's my homegirl. And she was saying that Lori has way more access to men than the average woman.
And men that she would actually want.
And my point was, no, I don't think she has more access to men. I think men have way more access to her than she does to them. Now, if we're talking about the caliber of men,
right,
and the access to those caliber of men, then we're talking about something different. But I think Mel probably has more access to men in general. Mel probably checks her Instagram every day.
Not
or
DMs.
Facebook.
Not DMs.
Or not DM, not even that, or Facebook, or TikTok.
I will say
anything.
Yeah.
You think Lori, bro? If Lori probably has her notifications turned off for a reason.
True, but I also feel like they're not. They may be reaching her in the DMs, and it's something because they check their DMs.
Yeah, they check. Yeah, they check.
But what I would say is they're not going through her.
They can see before
they're not going through her through DMs. I promise you they're not.
Oh, no.
They are reaching out to her management. They are sending her something. They are sending flowers. They are showing her that that's at that caliber, they're not half stepping.
So
we don't know that.
This is what I was going to say is
you can really
let's strip who these people are, right? Let's only talk about the circumstance in which they're in, right? Mm-hmm. Let's use the actors group as just a group of guys that know each other, basically, right? And one female. I think when you look at this type of situation, and we can use this as, let's say we're all working at the same place and there's one woman that all of us end up talking to at one point, right? There's access to that person through the relationships of everybody else.
Yep.
So although Fave may have had a 5-year relationship with this person, that means that person has been around me.
Yep.
That person has been around Ken. That person has been around Mel, right? So now we've developed relationships with this same person.
Yep.
After that 5 years is over, I mean, there could be the stance of, man, I'm team fave.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, this girl's all the way out the picture now. Or there's the other part where it's like, oh man, I'm cool with both of them now. You know what I'm saying? Like both of them are really good friends. And I think this is why you start to see people date their friends' exes or fall in love with their exes, right? Now, I have this view on it of you can't control who you fall in love with.
Nope.
Right.
My personal opinion, you can control what you do with that, but you cannot control who you fall in love with, right? So I think when you look at this situation, all these dudes know each other. I'm sure they've all been in the same party. Like we've seen all these pictures of Diddy's parties, this, that, and whatever. So there's already something there. There's access to this person already. And you throw in, well, if there's already been a built relationship in between,
It's easy.
I ain't mad at it.
It's easy.
You know what I'm saying?
And that
Like,
was another comment that was made, and they were trying to get out of me what I meant by the picture. And basically when I saw that picture and I saw those two, my exact thoughts were, she needs to show these women how to happily be outward with men who are in the same circle
I mean, I think,
and not care.
not care about the.
I think that's the whole thing, though.
The backlash,
judgment,
the judgment. She doesn't care that me and Dan knew each other for whatever amount of time. She doesn't care that me and Ken knew each other. She doesn't care about you knowing that I'm openly interested in this person. She doesn't care that you're saying whatever you're saying. She does not care about any of it. And I think that's a big part of why a lot of people don't have their person.
Yeah.
That person probably was with your friend. What's the issue with that?
I mean,
and I get it. You know, it's loyalty, it's respect for your friends and the person who you've known for so long, and I get all of those things. But
I wouldn't say
can't help
that.
who
It's
you
not
love.
like
Can't
these.
help who you like.
I wouldn't do it if it was like a best friend, like a super close best friend. I think that's a little too close to step home. But I think what she's doing is nothing outside of what everybody does. It's just women get the brunt of it all. So if you actually start just dating, you know how the moment
They're
a woman,
judged a little bit more than
the
a man.
the
would be.
moment a woman dates for real, like just dates and finds whoever is going to give her
see,
what she feels like she deserves.
That's the misconception about Lori. People love what she's doing.
No, there's a mix. There's sometimes
People on your timeline love what she's doing.
if you like look, there is
Them Christians, I ain't talking about them Christians.
there. No, it's not even Christian. Some
Catholics.
women are saying she's too out there. Like you got to look at the headlines and things like that. Oh, she dated a father and a son. She did this. She did that. It's a lot of because I guarantee
had a father
you.
and a son? Didn't
No,
you?
she didn't. She actually recently just did an interview and denied it. She was basically she dated Diddy. That son was they was just cool because that's a son. But at the end of the day, even if she's,
What son was it?
I think it's Quincy.
The tall,
Yeah,
Handsome?
the handsome one. Yeah,
curly, light skin? Oh, she dated that nigga.
I hate you. See, judging, but
I ain't judging. I'm just saying she dated.
But
that
I think more people should do what she's doing because she's going to be able to find someone. She's going to continue to date until she finds exactly what she's looking for.
she had
I
Michael
also-
B. Jordan on his knees.
I also think that we give
I was like, ain't nobody
we
got a
give
shot.
these actors too much credit in thinking that they're all friends.
Right, exactly.
No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking
Well,
about
just-
circles.
No, he's just saying in
that's
general.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, to us, it looks like it's the same circle.
No, I feel like I like it. I think every time I see her with somebody new, more power to
Yeah, I
her.
respect it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I respect it.
Bro, I told somebody else this in the comments. If we could have women who were our spirit animal, Lori would be mine.
Because, I mean, think about this.
I'm not lying.
We ain't talking crazy about Pete Davidson.
And he has ran through his friendship with women.
Boy, he's got
ran
some
through his-
heavy hitters on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I never heard about Pete until Kim.
Nah, he
He's
been
got some
doing
heavy
this. He been
hitters.
doing this.
Yeah. Who Pete been? But I ain't gonna lie, no homo. I heard Pete got that schlong.
What did you say?
So childish. He's so childish.
This has been episode 7 of the Just Us pod. That is JUSPOD. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe on all channels. We out. See y'all next week.
It's just us.
Fucker here, bro.
He's an idiot.